Hi everyone, welcome back to C programming tutorial series. In my last video, I completed the discussion on various bitwise operators, and if you guys have not seen that video, then I just recommend you guys to watch that video which I have made on bitwise operators, and you can find the video in the same playlist. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss about managing input and output functions. So before coming to today's topic, I just want to tell you guys that if you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. Now let us start our discussion with the topic of managing input and output functions. So now the first point is reading, processing and writing of data are the three essential functions of a computer program. Okay, so whenever we will be going to write any C program or any other program, so what are the three major feature of that program? The three major feature of that program is reading an input from the user. Once that input has been received from the user, then that input needs to be processed by the computer, and once everything has been processed, all the calculations are processed based on that input, then the final thing is to write or provide the output to the user on the screen. Okay, and these are the three important steps of any C or any other program. Okay, so far we have seen two methods of providing data to the program variables. So far whatever examples we have seen, and in those examples we have seen only one method of passing the data to the variables, that is using the assignment operator. Okay, one method is to assign values to variables through assignment operator. That's what I told you. Okay, such as x equals to 5, a equals to 10, etc. So out of these three steps, reading is nothing but input, writing is nothing but output, and processing is something which needs to be done by the processor. Another method is to use input function scanf, which can read the data from a keyboard. One of the method is to just assign or initialize the value to the variable using the assignment or equal operator, and then second method is with scanf function. So the scanf function is an input function which helps the programmer to read the input from the user or to take the data from the user and store the data in some variables. And once we read the data, and then we have to process the data, and finally we need to go for outputting the data. So for outputting the results, we have used extensively the function printf, which sends results out to the terminal. Okay, in our earlier examples we have extensively used this printf function, and we use this function just to print the output on the terminal. Okay, in C, all input and output functions are carried out through function calls such as scanf and printf. So whenever we will be writing any C program, even a simple or a complex C program, in each and every of the C program we will be using an input and output functions, and those input and output functions are scanf and printf. Scanf function allows the users to read the input from the keyboard, and printf function allows the users to print the data or a message or a value on the terminal, on the screen. Okay, let us move ahead to the next slide. Okay, now in this slide we will see how to read a character from the keyboard. Okay, so the goal is to accept a single letter or a character from the user. So how we can do that? So the first point is the simplest of all input operations is reading a character from the standard input unit keyboard. So the simplest task of all the tasks in C programming is to read a character from the standard input device, which is keyboard. Okay, and writing it to the standard output device screen. Okay, so this is the simplest task or a work that one can do while writing down a C program. Okay, reading a single character can be done by using the function getchar. Okay, so if I want to write a program where I want to accept a single character from the keyboard from the user, then I must use this function getchar. Okay, so the syntax of a getchar is variable name equals with assignment operator and then name of the function getchar, where variable name is a valid C name that has been declared as char type. Okay, so now this is the syntax of getchar function. If you want to accept a single letter or a character from the user, then you must follow this syntax. Okay, now the syntax is saying that you need to declare a variable name. That variable name can be of any name, okay, which must be a meaningful name, okay, followed by the assignment operator and then getchar function. When this statement is encountered, the computer waits until a key is pressed and then assigns this character as a value to getchar function. Suppose you have written a program where you have used this getchar function, that means you are accepting a letter from the user. Okay, so whenever you execute that program, then it will show you a message, enter a letter. Then the moment when you press any key and then hit enter, a computer accepts that letter and pass that letter into this getchar function and then assigns it to the variable. Okay, getchar function is used on the right hand side of an assignment operator. Okay, so getchar function always needs to be used on the right side of the assignment operator. The character value of a getchar is in turn assigned to the variable name of the left side. Okay, so whichever character value this getchar function is helping to accept from the keyboard, then that value or then that letter gets assigned to the variable name which we have created on the left side of the assignment operator. So I'm sure you guys have understood. So if I want to accept a letter or a character from the keyboard in any program, then I must use getchar function, and this is the syntax of that function. Okay, now here I have written down an example. So if you want to accept a letter or a character from the keyboard, then first you need to declare a variable name or a variable with any name, and that variable name will be of type character. Okay, then you need to do like this, name equals to getchar. Now let us move ahead to see an example, and this example is about accepting a letter from the user, and based on that letter we will be displaying appropriate message. Now here I have included the header file stdio.h followed by void main, and I have declared a variable answer of type character. Once this program gets executed, I will be displaying would you like to know my name message to the user. Then once the user hit enter, then I will be displaying one more message, type Y for yes and any other letter for no. Suppose the user enter Y, and that Y can be a small case letter y or capital case letter y. This getchar function receives that letter y and stores that inside this answer variable. Then I will take that variable, and then with the help of this if condition I will check if the character which user has entered is equal to capital letter Y or if it is equals to smaller letter y. Then I will display my name is Michael. If user has entered any other letter, then I will display not interested message. So the purpose of writing down and executing this program is just to understand how we can accept a letter from the keyboard and store that letter inside some variable, and then we can use that letter to perform further tasks. So this is everything about reading a character from the input device keyboard. So I hope you guys have understood, and in my next video I will discuss about writing a character. So that's all for this video guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any queries, then let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching.